Okay, can you guys hear me now? Okay, can you guys hear me now? Okay, you guys did hear me. Good. Okay, can you Okay, you guys can hear me. Okay. So since seeing that you guys can hear me before, I'm sorry, but okay. So yeah, I will say it over again now for you guys to understand what this life is about. This life is to highlight why some YouTubers and Roblox developers are unable to, you know, meet their goals. And the main reason for that is, let's say this, right? If you guys, for example, I will talk on the YouTuber side, right? I mean, not the YouTuber side. I will talk on the developer side first, right? Being a developer, especially for Roblox, you can't just get in, make a game, and expect it to um, explode in players i- instantly. If that is your plan, it is actually foolish in thinking that way because you're setting up yourself for failure, right? Starting a Roblox game, for me, for example, with my Night Rider game that no, by so many times I've changed the name. Now it's Night to the Future because I find that's more catchy, and it represents the combine of Night Rider and Back to the Future, right? But it took me, well, coming March will be 4 years of the game being online since it came on Roblox, right? But it took me 3 years, let's say 3 years, to get at least about 12,000 players per month, right? So that could basically just tell you it took and in the past years before 3 years before the game become 3 years, we were getting like 1,000 players per month, right? Sometimes 200, 2,000 players per month, right? But the key aspect is not giving up. When you become a developer for Roblox and you're developing a game, you cannot expect the game to blow up instantly. That's impossible on a platform that is millions. When I said millions, millions of games, it is remotely impossible for you to now come out as a Roblox developer and now bring out a game for it to blow up instantly unless you are some big influencer who's creating this game. It is remotely impossible for that to happen in just a few days, much less for just a few months. Sometimes it might take up to a year to get this new game out there for players to think. Next is marketing. In my early days, I market my Night Rider game by advertising it. I think Roblox messed up that system now, but back then I used to pay about, I think it was 10 Robux for 3 days of advertisement of my game. Number two, well, that's three. We're losing cut. Forget the numbers. Next, what I did is communication with my fan base. When I go in and now, what happens with developers is they create games and they forget about it and they continue playing other games, right? Now, anyone who know what games I play, I majority play my games because again I didn't create it. I didn't create the games for only players to play. I create a game for me as well to enjoy. excuse me, right? I create a game that I and all will enjoy. So which means I am joining the players as well, which is important when creating a game on a platform that has millions of games, because you want to have that feedback with these players, right? With these players, you want to know, you want to feel comfortable. If you enjoying the game, means your players are also enjoying the game. I learned that through my creation of my Night Rider game, which is now Night to the Future, right? I learned that through that. You cannot expect to make a game and just leave it like that and move on. You're not playing your game, you're not on getting a perfect, not interacting with your fans to get a feedback on how your game is doing. Night to the Future, formerly known as Knight Rider Back to the Future, Knight Rider Legacy Lives, and many names after, only was able to grow because of its fan base. And what I mean because of its fan base is because of the fans' input on the game. Some of them are kind of ridiculous. Like, for example, someone asked me for a new update, and when I asked them about what update you guys want, they said bus. I like, why you want a bus? And it was just so stupid. But anyhow, right? Because they forgot what game it is. This is not driving simulator or vehicle simulator or driving empire. This is a game based on Knight Rider and Back to the Future, right? So I won't add stuff in the game that would take away the aspect of what the game is about. That is also another point in creating games, right? You want to keep what the game is about alive, right? When you give the game a name or a title, you want to make sure that name represents what the game is about, right? A game like, for example, the name of Night, right? Night to the Future actually shows you that this game is about Knight Rider, because it shows in the logo, and Back to the Future, right? It's a combination of Knight Rider and Back to the Future. So your game name must represent what your game is about, which was the downfall for a lot of Knight Rider games on this on Roblox, right? A lot of you will name your games. Before I ever created my Knight Rider game, let me tell you guys the backstory. You can go and search them games right now, right? There were many Knight Rider games saying Knight Rider, but it had nothing to do with Knight Rider, right? They will go and get the logo, the Knight Rider logo, and add it to the game icon. But when you enter it, it's nothing about Knight Rider. Absolutely nothing. And this is the downfall in some game developers, right? Same goes for my Star Trek game, Star Trek Uncharted Worlds, right? The name represents what the game is about. It's a Star Trek game. So meaning, when you enter the game, you expect to see stuff about Star Trek, not Star Wars, not Battle Galactica. Sorry if I pronounce that wrong. Pronounce that wrong. Sometimes I mispronounce some stuff, right, guys? Not Space Wars or something like that. You know, it's Star Trek, right? So you want to make sure your game name and what your game is about match. That's one way. Next is presentation, right? Now, when you're presenting a game to someone, you want to try your best to get best amount of details that you have to question sometimes is with if you don't see the Roblox logo, yeah, and the Roblox character, you have to question sometimes, is this a Roblox game? And if you guys don't know, detail sells your game, right? A lot of details. When I first started off in my Knight Rider game, I used to use free kit models that I will heavily modify. I got called out for that, even though the Roblox Knight Rider models didn't have turbo boost at the time. I got called out for that, and I learned from my mistake, and I started creating my own models, right, for Knight Rider, which gives me abilities that have more of an upper hand in adding more details, right? So more details in your game is better. And by saying I've been called out for that, it made me realize that depending too much on Roblox models is also kind of brings down your game abilities, right? Because some of the models on Roblox are low quality models, right? And if you watch some of the games they have now, especially car games, they are all using high quality models, right? So this is what you have to do to improve your game and your success. Communicate with your players. Get to understand feedback. Continue, keep playing your game. If you're not feeling comfortable playing your game, then your game is not good. I'm gonna be real. If you're not happy playing your game is no good. And you need to do something with this, right? Because uh, I'm not too sure if they'll be okay if I call their name, but I have a couple of developers who did that. They will start a game, and when they realize like the game is not reaching a certain place, they give up and they go and start another game, right? Many upcoming developers on Roblox have done that, and the main reason they failed is because they never played their own game. If you're not happy in your own game, how do you expect other players to enjoy that game? You have to be happy playing your game. Once you're happy, once the developer is happy playing your own game, then your game is going to be success because it's going to show to the other players, hey, if this guy likes his own game, then probably I should give his game a chance. But if players are joining a game to see what it's about and they're not getting to meet the developer or have a chance to see the developer in the game, they are not going to feel like I can come and play this game. Or the main important thing of having the developer in the game is that players will be able to pitch ideas that can help improve the game. And that is another thing in helping your game grow, right? For example, with my game Star Trek Uncharted Worlds, I have players who will recommend Star Trek ships within the game. I talked to, and I can show you that. Let me show you in Discord, right? In Discord, I can show you me and I talk to them, as you guys can see. We pitch ideas together. For example, as you can see here, the star boy says what you like, and you will see players are contributing ships that they would love to see in a game, right? As you can see here. So it's all about communicating with your fans, right? A fan asks about for a Miranda class starship. I provide that as well, you know. Also, when communicating with your fans or playing your game, you're able to give a heads up bug report like how I does. For example, as you guys can see, I can me playing the game, I have already known that my sport drive has problem in my Star Trek game because the ship, right? I know there's problem within the game before players fix it out. So I'll be able to fix it. And as you guys can see, where it says development update, bugs report, there's supposed to be, I think, here's another one. If I miss something, my players will let me know that there is a problem, right? And we get those fixed, right? Or we could have some, I communicate to them and we have some understanding. For example, they wonder why sometimes when you're in a proto star, that stuff kind of zooms out. So I explain to them why that is happening is because the flame kind of effect is actually a physical model, which is twice the size of the ship itself, right? So it's all like, and the player was able to understand that, right? You see, it's all to do with communication with your fans, right? Here's why I tell them about stuff that is coming to the game, as you guys can see, right? So if you want to be a game developer, you have to know how to communicate with your fans. Talk to your fans, help them pitch ideas. Again, I can show you, look, the fans do, here's the tab where I say, with them talking to me, I show them, I let them know, yes, I am aware of this problem. And as you guys can see, I was able to fix these problems, right? Here again, I will show for those not coming in, how communication is very important when it comes to game developing on Roblox and for your games to be successful, right? So here am I talking to my fans on what they would like to see in Star Trek Uncharted Worlds, right? And you can see here, guys, they are communicating with me. They say they want this ship, they want that ship, and it goes on, right? So this is important, right? Even choosing the game logo, I let my fans do it, right? So the fans choose the game logo, right? So we communicate a lot, and this is important, right? Same thing I also, when I, also what made me notice this is important is because I learned the same thing from Driving Empire. For those who don't know, I am part of the Driving Empire Discord, right? So on Driving Empire, they also have areas where you can pitch in ideas for the game, what you would like to see in the game and whatnot, right? That does the same thing. I don't really get too much of communication from on Discord with fans from my Knight Rider game. For some reason, they don't use the Discord group anymore. But yeah, a lot of time, even self and auto, if I can go on, let me show you on Roblox. Hang on. Even in the Roblox group, our fans do communicate with me. They do let me know stuff, even though it could be ridiculous. They get to know stuff, as you guys can see, right? I talk with my fans daily. I always check daily to see if they ask me for anything, right? As you guys can see, we talk daily. We communicate with them. Same thing for my Star Trek game, right? You know, and it's not about talking to your fans harsh or rudely. You want to develop a friendship with your fans when, because they bring the game finances, they bring the ideas to the table, everything, right? Your game will be nothing without them. Okay, So that's the Roblox developer part, right? Next, we want to talk about being a YouTuber, right? Because I'm also falling with 300 and something subscribers. I also fall in the part of being a YouTuber, right? Only because of I becoming a developer on Roblox, I stopped actually posting as often as I used to before I become a developer, right? My first set of videos of being a YouTuber was doing videos in Doctor Who TARDIS Flight and showing off how creative are players within the game, right? But yeah, being a YouTuber is a commitment by itself. You have to remain committed to it. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some, but you cannot give up. Being a YouTuber, you have to be consistent, right? You cannot start posting videos and then months pass and then you start posting videos again and expect to get viewership, right? Because I have learned this from a lot of upcoming YouTubers who are really good now in a good place, has thousands of subscribers now, and they start off really small. And how they did it is by keeping consistent. No matter the situation, no matter if you're working, because there are YouTubers who are working, whenever time you gotta post something, right? You gotta post something because you're keeping your fans committed to coming to see what next is doing. But if you take a couple of months not to not if you take a couple of months without posting anything, eventually your fans will believe you give up on YouTube, right? So they will move on to someone else and you will lose your fan base. So that's the part. I won't be talk too much on YouTube, but that's about it, right? And the next other problem with being YouTubers and why they don't meet their goals is that when they realize viewership is not where they want it to be because of, again, I would say they are not consistent in posting their videos, right? So that's a big downfall. And the next thing is they they when their viewership is not at the right place, they decide to give up, which is the wrong thing to do. The right thing to do is get back your viewership. How are you going to get back your viewership? By posting consistently. Posting things that interesting. If you are not, again, same thing with being a game developer. If you're not happy with watching your YouTube videos, same as a game developer, if you're not happy playing your game, then your videos are not good and you need to try something else. You need to work on your craft. Develop your craft, develop your ideas on what you're going to do. You cannot just make videos on random stuff and expect to get viewers, right? If you're not happy with watching your videos, then a lot of viewers are not happy watching your videos, right? Sometimes you gotta look at stuff from your perspective, right? For example, for me, if I'm watching, I know for sure that last few lives sucks because you guys can hear no audio. Now, it's no fault of mine. I wish you guys could hear some audio, but for some reason, the screen recorder app I'm using, if you guys know a better app I can use that could be compatible with Roblox new mic and camera system, I'll be so happy to have it, right? But this is what I'm using currently. I can show you guys. This is what I'm using is X recorder, right? But yeah, it's all about being consistent. It's all about keep moving forward. If you're like, for example, I know some YouTubers who the live stream might be doing well because they're thinking there could be quick craft in a day, which is impossible because quick craft had his time to perfect his craft and gain his following, right? So no way you could be a quick craft in one day, right? Same way, no way I can get the number of driving empires. Right now I'm at, for Night Rider alone, I have about 3,000 visits, and Driving Empire has about almost 2 million, I think, in visits, right? No way I'm gonna get that overnight. It's impossible, right? So you're not gonna be the best YouTuber overnight. If you think you're gonna be like that, you're setting yourself up to fail. It takes commitment. It takes a will to keep going. You know, it's like, and if you guys ever hear the term, the show must go on, that is the idea you should be continue keeping in your mind when you're becoming a developer of a game and a YouTuber. Because no matter what happens, the show must go on. You cannot afford to give up if you want to get at the goals you want to reach, right? It does not work. You guys gotta be committed. You guys gotta be ready to fight. You guys gotta be ready to overcome challenges. You guys have to be ready to adapt. If this is the road you're willing to take and you want to get to this your success in goals, you have to be willing to fight. Look, right now, you guys can see on this live stream is zero. Nobody's watching the live stream, but I bet you on the rerun, people are going to be watching. Okay? So yeah, these are just a little few issues. I see some of my friends like, I won't call their name, but they know they are having issues with YouTube, and some who also try to be developers and thought it was right to take down other games to help with their own. I'm giving you guys pointers how to get to your guys' success, how I did it, how I am where I am today, right? And how you can do it for yourself. Okay? So I hope you guys keep safe. If you guys are seeing this on rerun, I hope you guys keep safe, keep good, and take my pointers in your mind, use it, and help yourself to elevate. Okay? I want success for all of you. I want all of you to be a great developer like me. I'm not even the best developer, but I still count myself as one of the great because I'm still willing to try to reach there, you know. So I want the same for all of you guys to do well in being a game developer. I want you guys to do well in being a YouTuber. And I'm not gonna say I'm the best YouTuber, but I'm not the type of YouTuber to give up as well. You know, 300 subscribers didn't just come overnight. It came from dedication. So I want all of you guys to do well. Hang on, who's this? Hello there. Hey, gamer man. I'm just giving some pointers. I don't know if you saw all what I saw. I guess giving some pointers for YouTubers and game developers on how to meet your goals. So I don't know if you guys was able to see that. If you was able to see that, but you can check out the rerun. And I have no problem with you guys giving your point of views. I'm very outspoken, and as I told many of my friends, I'm very outspoken. I speak truthfully, and I always fight for what is right. Okay? And I'm a person I love to help people, and I really like to help them succeed in their goals, you know? Because sometimes we could be in a situation where we might be able to achieve our goals, but we could still pass it on to others to help them achieve it, right? So I hope you guys take my pointers seriously. I hope those who are YouTubers are coming up can use those pointers and become better YouTubers and achieve your goals in what you want to be in subscribers, in likes, in viewership. Say for game developers, you don't get players by just attacking other players. I mean other developer games, right? It takes commitment. It takes interaction with your players who plays your game, and it takes you playing your game. If you're not again, I would say, if you're not happy playing your game, then players are not going to be happy playing the game. If you find your game is boring, feel free to change things up until it stop being boring, right? Same for YouTubers. If you're not happy watching your own YouTube videos, change things up until you're happy watching your own YouTube videos. Like I said before, I only play, most of the time I play games on Roblox, I play my own games, right? Knight Rider, well, Knight to the Future now. I keep mixing up, I keep forgetting that I changed the name, and Star Trek Uncharted Worlds. Any other game I actually play on Roblox is actually Driving Empire. So if you guys play Driving Empire, you can let me know, and you guys can see me in Driving Empire. But those are the three games I actually play. So two are my games because I feel comfortable playing my games because I create what I like, and also I watch what I like. Sometimes I go back, like what day it was. I go back and I watch my YouTube videos, and I laughed. I literally laughed. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I did this. Especially for the videos what I did when I think it was before the 3 years anniversary of my Knight Rider game, and we were doing we did, I think it was, yeah, we did a couple of videos in that was roleplay videos we did, and it was so cool to have that interaction with the fans and have them be in that video. And I go back and I really laugh. I like, oh my god, I was such a goofball behind that, but it was entertaining, right? So if you're not comfortable watching your own videos, hang on, Gamerman says something. You must never give up. Remember, the numbers on the screen means nothing if you don't love what you are making. Exactly, exactly. So if you're not happy with what you're making, dude, please do yourself a favor, delete it, do over the video, and if, like, for example, the live stream, you cannot control it, right? But if it's a video you're creating and you're not, like, when I was younger, on my old channel that has 1,000 subscribers, right? I used to make Night Rider videos, and to me, if it wasn't cool, if I didn't like it, I would delete it and I would start over, right? So it's all about what you like. If you don't like what you create, then, like us Gamerman said, excuse me, like us Gamerman said, what you don't like that you create, try again. The same way, for some people, like for example, if you're creating a house but you don't feel comfortable staying in it, destroy the house and rebuild it. Because same way with me, I didn't not yeah, Knight Rider. Knight Rider has evolved over this century, over these years, because I reach a point where every time, like for example, if I start feeling bored playing the game, I stop. I find new ways to add stuff to the game. That's why the main reason why I add Back to the Future, and I only get away with that because thank you to the Knight Rider historian for letting me know that Knight Rider and Back to the Future film film on the same set, right? So technically they are in the same universe, right? Because we did see Kit driving down Hill Valley already in the city of Hill Valley. So yeah. But anyhow, let's wrap this up. And the message is create what you like. If you're not comfortable if you're not comfortable with what you create, destroy it, delete it, and start again. Okay? Once you're comfortable in what you create, the fans, the viewership, the players is going to enjoy it. So I want to leave you guys with that and hope you guys keep safe and see you out there. Goodbye.